From a moment, ooh, from a moment, and finally the time is now to shine.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Family, friends, enemies, and foes. What's going on? How you doing? If you don't know, I am that man that goes by the name of Clyde Rush, and this is the Light Body Podcast. Today, I'm talking to you about why we're actually here. This is the Light Body Podcast, and the Light Body Podcast is about the quantum body. It's about the quantum body. So, you always hear me talking about cells. You hear me talking about cellular structure. You hear me talking about this for the cell, that for the cell. Today, we're talking about optimizing this quantum body and what that actually means as far as alchemy and as far as heart-brain coherence for this body. Okay, so in today's video, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the quantum body. For me, I have to stay kind of locked in because if I don't, I'll be all over the place going from here to there and this, that, and the other, and so on and so forth. I don't mind, but I think for this part right here today, it's very important that we stay kind of structured. I stay on point. I can get us in and out of here on time, and you're not going in and out. Once I get your attention, I'll grab onto it. We'll go for the ride, and we'll be done before you know it. Okay, so listen. Let's start with this working definition and understanding what optimizing the quantum body is. It involves integrating principles from quantum physics, heart-brain coherence, and alchemy to enhance physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. And what I actually have here today is a structured approach to harmonizing these elements. Very important to harmonize this up. So understanding what the quantum body actually is. That's right. We're jumping right into this. We're not playing around. We're getting this done. We're getting this out the way so we can continue on and do the things that we need to do. The concept is this. The quantum body refers to the idea that the body is not only biological, but also operates on quantum mechanical principles, suggesting that our health, our well-being are influenced by our thoughts, our emotions, and beliefs at a quantum level. Okay? So we do have these mental capacities, we do have these thoughts, we have these emotions and our beliefs, but it's very important to understand that it's at the quantum level, okay? Here's the application. Embrace the notion that positive thoughts and emotions can directly influence your physical state, promoting healing, longevity, and vitality, okay? Just the fact of accepting the fact that this is a notion that positive thoughts and emotions can directly influence your physical state, promoting healing, longevity, and vitality. Very important to get this. Heart-brain coherence. Here's a definition for it. Heart-brain coherence occurs when the heart and the mind and emotions are in energetic alignment. They're in sequence, they're in order, and they communicate, leading to a state of physiological efficiency and harmony. We call that homeostasis. When the body is in harmony, it's in balance, and it's in order. Everything is firing on all cylinders. Everything is operating for congruency. It's coherence. It's not disorder. It's not chaos. It's coherence. It's working in a unified field, working together. Here's the technique. Focus breathing. Practice rhythmic and deep breathing exercises to synchronize the heart rate variability and brain wave patterns. We all understand how this brain operates. We understand about beta. We understand about alpha. We understand about theta. We understand about delta and gamma at the top. Understand that those are brainwave patterns. And when you're in those brainwave patterns, various things actually happen as far as your cognition and your level of awareness, whether you're asleep, awake, semi-conscious, almost conscious, open up to autosuggestion and various elements like that. Your heart rate has a lot to do with that because if you're operating on the sympathetic nervous system of your body, meaning you're in fight, flight, freeze, or hide, then more often than not, you're not going to have the time to go into meditation when you're thinking about saving your life. I mean, let's be real about this, okay? If you're in a threatful situation, it's not about sitting down and going into meditation, and it's about getting away from the threat. Okay. And what we have to realize is that we're not going to function and operate our whole life or our whole day in that threat situation. So we have the stressful situation where we're in the sympathetic nervous system, and we have the rest, digest, relax, and pleasure when we're in the parasympathetic nervous system. So this is more congruent when you're in the parasympathetic nervous system. Rest, digest, relax, and pleasure is when you apply that breathing technique where it's rhythmic, it's deep breathing exercises that allows you to synchronize your heart rate variability and brainwave patterns. That's the heart brain coherence. Okay. Understand them. Very important to understand that. Positive emotions. Regularly engage in activities that promote feelings of genuine positive emotions such as gratitude, joy, love. Okay. I'm going to say this again. Regularly engage in activities that promote feelings of genuine positive emotions such as gratitude, joy, love. We consider those to be elevated emotions, okay? Not the lower emotions. We're not even talking about those. We're talking about elevated emotions: gratitude, love, joy, compassion, care, enlightenment. Those are the feelings as far as elevated emotion. But focus on joy and love, okay? That's and that's the thing, gratitude, okay? Heart focus. I need you to visualize energy flowing into and out of the heart area to enhance coherence. Visualize, close your eyes, okay? And use your imagination for creation and allow that feeling of energy flowing into and out of your heart area to enhance coherence. We want to think about magnetizing this heart, okay? There's a vibration, energy, and frequency in the heart that extends 3 feet outside of your whole body as it is. It's a magnetic field, electromagnetic field, because your heart, believe it or not, if you don't believe me, why wouldn't you, not you, but when someone goes into cardiac arrest, the first thing they do is they get the paddles and they do an electrical charge and they charge that heart up because there's electricity in this thing, which actually creates an electromagnetic field that extends out. Very important for you to understand that, okay? Don't forget that. Visualize energy flowing into and out of the heart area to enhance coherence. Let's talk about quantum alchemy for a couple of seconds. Here's the concept. Alchemy, here in this particular point that I'm referring to, refers to transformational process of turning a less desirable state into a more desirable state. So let's say, for instance, things aren't going the way that you truly want it to go. All right. The process of alchemy allows that transformation to go from one thing that's not so good into something that is super good or super better for you. It's sort of like turning lead into gold, if you want to think about it like that, okay? That's the process of what we're talking about as far as alchemy is concerned. Metaphorically speaking, in terms of personal development, it means transforming negative patterns into positive outcomes. I'm going to say it again. Metaphorically speaking, we're talking about transforming, as far as personal development, negative patterns into positive outcomes. That means you got to do a little bit of soul searching to find out what patterns you've been consistently regurgitating and duplicating over and over. Ask yourself the questions, why do I keep doing that? And then turn those negative patterns into something that has a positive outcome for you. And you have the capabilities to do that and beyond and more. If you just got to decide, this is what I want to do. Practices, self-reflection. I just said it. In order to accomplish this, you've got to do some self-reflection. You've got to engage in regular introspection to identify and alter negative thought patterns or limiting beliefs. You got to identify them, all right? And listen, even if you do have some limiting beliefs, the question is why do you actually have them? What's the significance of this negative belief or limiting belief that I actually have? The same thing with those negative thought patterns. Why are they consistently here? And why do I focus so much on them? You know, energy flows where attention goes. Attention goes where energy flows. Energy flows where attention goes. It's very important for you to understand that your attention will flow in that direction of Energy will flow in the direction of whatever your attention is on. So if you're constantly focusing on something negative, then that's what you're going to get. All right. So it's very important for you to really pay attention by doing some self-reflection and finding out, why do I think like this? And then implement strategies, concepts, and ideas that you can get from here or from books or other sources that are more conducive for the betterment of your life so that you can live the life that you truly desire to live. All right. So we definitely want to identify those limiting beliefs and understand that there's a process for it. I have some information for that as well. If there's something that you want, put some comments down below and I'll make sure you get it. Okay. Meditation. Use meditation for deeper understanding of the self. Use meditation to grab or to gain a deeper understanding of who it is that you actually are and to manifest desired outcomes. All right. The desired change it is that you got to see it inside your mind's eye before it can manifest itself out in this place and in this realm. You definitely have to be able to see it. If you can't see it in your mind's eye and you can't feel it in your heart, how are you going to hold it in your hand? Let's do it on the flip side. If I could see it in my mind's eye and if I can feel it in my heart, then I can truly hold it in my hand. Okay. So it's very important to understand it as well. Energy practices. We need to incorporate energy practices, based practices such as Reiki, Qigong, Tai Chi to manipulate and optimize the flow of energy within the body. Okay. When I talk about these practices such as Reiki, Qigong, Tai Chi, even martial arts for that matter, it's really about moving the energy around the body and understanding how to manipulate energy in a greater degree, which is what we're talking about here as far as optimizing this body as the tool. All right. A transmitter and receiver. You know, energy always was, always will be, can never be created, can never be destroyed, always moving in and out of form. That's who it is that we are. All right. So let's optimize this body and watch the life that you are introduced to live just by waking up and understanding how these different energetic fields within the body, when connected to this universe in such a way, you can live the life that you've always dreamed of. All right. So don't forget it. Energy practices. Okay. Here's another one. Integration of heart-brain coherence and alchemy synchronization. Combine heart-brain coherence techniques with alchemical transformation. For instance, during meditation, focus on heart consciously. Consciously focus on the heart. And work to transform negative emotions like fear into positive ones like courage. I say fear to duality. Forget everything and run is the fearful state. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. Forget everything and run, fear, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours. Turn those negative patterns, those limiting beliefs into something that's a positive belief about yourself, what you can truly do, and transform those patterns into something that you truly desire to have, to a positive outcome. You have the capacity to do that with these same things it is that I'm speaking about right here. Daily practice. Make these practices a regular part of your routine to maintain and enhance the energetic health of your quantum body. That's right. You have a quantum body. And the sooner you accept the fact that you do, the sooner the energy flow will be more conducive to the life that you truly desire to live, down to the cellular structure of the body. Okay. Optimizing physical health, your nutrition. What kind of food are you eating? Okay. Eat foods that enhance energy levels and brain function, emphasizing fresh, unprocessed ingredients. I'm going to tell you what I do. I drink what I call the goddess of goodness every morning, and I make it and I process it myself. Okay. I put the ingredients out before. That's what I drink in the morning. Okay. It's from the earth. It's close to the earth as I can get it from the earth, and not in some laboratory, but it's close to the earth as I can get it. Once I drink that, and that nourishes my cellular structure within my body, I got the energy to flow and go. I charge up by this sun. I get myself on the ground. You stand out in that sun and let that energy charge that nutritional balance that you just ingested. What do you think is going to happen to the cellular structure in your body? It's going to connect to the energetic field that this heart rate is going to send out, because it sends it out because it's beating, it's pulsating. There's rhythm to this same thing that you actually have in his heart. And that's pumping everything through your system as far as that healthy substance that you've just consumed. I know it does for me. So what do you think is going to happen? Everything is going to be optimized because I am what I eat. If I'm constantly eating junk, I mean, there's a time in my life when I was one bag away of chips and dips and all the rest of that stuff from all kinds of doom and gloom within my body. But I decided to get away from that stuff. And I decided again, I made a decision to get healthy. All right. So the same things that I'm talking to you about right now, we're talking about optimizing this quantum body is the point that I'm making references to. Okay. Optimizing your physical health, the nutrition, eat foods that enhance energy levels and brain function, emphasizing fresh, unprocessed ingredients, pineapples, oranges, different fruits that have different colors. Those colors resonate this earth in a different frequency for you. So understand, just eating a pineapple and some oranges and some lemons, those different things are going to wake up your body. Okay. And it's fresh food, real food. Now, listen, here's the important thing to understand. Read the labels. Okay. Check that PLU code, product listed code. Okay. Make sure you check those codes out and make sure you see what's on the bags of the stuff that you're actually buying. Okay. Read the labels, read the labels, read the labels. Okay. Understand this. The grocery store isn't where stuff is made. That's where it's shipped. Okay, that's not where you get your fresh stuff from. I'm telling you that right now. Look and read those labels and find out where this stuff is actually coming from. Ask the person who's doing it. Go to the butcher. Go to the person who's actually in the produce section. Well, they call it produce, but we'll call it something different later on. And understand this. Here's the next part, not just about nutrition, but exercise. Maintain a regular exercise regimen that supports cardiovascular health, which in return supports heart-brain coherence. If your heart is having a hard time pumping and fluctuating and variability, you're going to have a hard time getting the nutrients that you need in your system. Same thing with your liver, same thing with your kidneys, same thing with the other organs, your lungs. The body is comprised, basically, everybody understands it's mostly of water. And if you don't have the proper water in your body, one of the things that most people go to when they go to the hospital, the first thing that they say is you're dehydrated. All right. Everything in your body holds water. Everything in your body holds water. And if you're not consuming the proper amount of water, you're just regurgitating that water. And even when the cells go into autophagy and it starts to get rid of the stuff that it no longer needs into it, what are you doing? What can those cells fluctuate around if you're constantly putting GGO, garbage in, garbage out? But if you put good stuff in, you'll get good stuff out. And this is the good stuff in that will produce the good stuff out for you. But you got to cooperate with it. You can't constantly eat the fast food and think that your body's going to function and operate in a way that's going to be conducive to health, life, longevity, and vitality. It doesn't work like that. All right. That's that. Maintain a regular exercise regimen that supports cardiovascular health, which in return supports heart-brain coherence. Check this out. Monitoring your progress. You got to keep a journal. Okay. Keep a journal to record your experiences, insights, and progress and achieving greater coherence and transformation. What's wrong? Listen, I got notes, bags, all kind of stuff all around me. And I just jot notes down. I was just holding up a piece of paper, a sticky note. I was holding up a 8 by something card book, and I write stuff down. And the most amazing thing is when you write stuff down, it's the first place in this physical realm of the manifestation of your creation. When you write something down and you journal it from your mindset, it's this place in this realm on this earth. When you write down your ideas, your thoughts on paper, this device that we call a pen is the first place of creation and the manifestation of your thought. Base it on 5 things: sight, see, hear, smell, taste, touch. Because that's what this realm of this world or this earth is relegated to. See, hear, smell, taste, touch, the 5 senses. When you write something down, do you see it in your mind's eye? Do you hear it in the ears, auditory? What does it sound like to you? If it's a car, what does it sound like? Even a home has a sound in it. So if you're thinking about getting yourself a mansion, I do. If you think about getting yourself a mansion, you think about buying yourself a new car, you think about getting yourself A trophy, you think about doing whatever it is that you want to do. There's a vibration, energy, and frequency that goes along with it. What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? How does it taste? Does it taste good to you? That's real. That like, how does it taste? What does success taste like? When you think about being successful, whatever your idea of success is, what does it smell like? What's the smell of success? And if you can't smell it, maybe that's why you don't have it. If you can't hear it, maybe that's why you don't have it. I know for me, simply, if I thought about buying a new car, if I thought about getting a new house, I literally, I'd go to those spaces and places. There was a time before the place that I'm living in right now, I would get up in the middle of the night. After I did my meditation, I would drive, literally get in my car, and I would drive to the models of the homes that I looked at that I wanted to live in. And I'm not playing around, I'm sharing some real insights with you. I would get in my car after my meditation and I would drive to the houses that I wanted to live in. And these were models. And I would take pictures of them. I would walk, I would feel it, I would touch it. I would do all kinds of different things because I needed to know what it smelled like. I needed to know, and I would, during the daytimes or whatever time it was, I would always go to those models and I would walk around in them. And I would see myself in it. I would even take pictures inside that place. And then I would claim, I would say, if this is it, I want to live in a house just like this, or better if the universe provides. I want to live in a house just like this, or better as the universe sees. And then I would command myself to be in this place. My energy is in this space. Now, here's an important thing also. When you leave a place, take your energy with you. No reason to let it sit around and linger around in a place that you no longer occupy. Take all your energy with you. Stop leaving your stuff all over the place, and with people, places, and things too. That's an additional bonus factor right there, okay? So, like I said, journal your stuff down. Get some insights. Write that stuff out. Get really clear. Sit down. Spend some time journaling. If you could do it the first thing in the morning, it's the best time to do it because you just woke up. Even if you don't remember your dreams, write down the particulars. Write down how you felt when you woke up. And if you feel like I'm sharing some more stuff with you. When I first wake up in the mornings, I look out my window and there's three things that I look to see. I look up to see the trees that are out there. I look up to see the blue sky. And then I look for that sun. And I usually see it just like that. And I know this is another day for me to do the best thing that I can do. Whatever that is be my true, authentic self. Do a little bit of a meditation. Once I do that meditation, I decide what exercises I'm going to do. I get up and then I start to live in my dream, staying awake in my dream. All right. That's exactly what it is. You need a feedback mechanism. Use tools like heart rate variability monitors. I have on two. That's how nice I am. I got 2 heart rate variable monitors on, okay? And that gives me that empirical feedback on my heart-brain coherence and adjust my practices accordingly. So I'm watching my heart throughout the whole day, and I'm paying attention to the rate that it is. I know when my heart rate is at a lower state, my body is at rest, digest, relax, and pleasure. When I'm working out, I like to work out and make sure that my heart rate is somewhere between 108, 120, no more than 121 beats per minute. And when I'm in there, I'm in a fat burn zone. When I'm in that fat burn zone, I know that the exercise that I'm doing is burning fat. It's not just for the cardiovascular element. When I go above 120, 121, I know I'm working my heart in a cardiovascular state. But if I want to burn fat, if I want to burn fat, I'm going to stay somewhere between 108, no more than 120, definitely not past 121 beats per minute. And these devices are the ones that actually show you where you actually are. If you want to jump up to 145, 146, 147, 160, 170, those are your choices. As long as you can sustain it and your heart isn't going to go crazy, then fine. And as a matter of fact, the higher your heart rate variability is when you're actually doing these exercises, the better resting heart rate you actually have when you're not. So if you can get your heart rate down to like in the low 50s, low 60s for most women, if you're a man, somewhere between the low 50s, high 40s, you're really doing good. That means your heart is really, when you're resting, it's working at half capacity. And why not? Or at least 3/3 capacity, three quarters capacity would actually be great for your heart to be functioning at when you're resting. All right. Understand it. All these little things that I'm talking about right now, the quantum body. Listen, check this out. Community and support, group practices. Okay, it's very important to be connected in a community. All right, we call it a tribe these days, but get connected with your tribe. Your tribe is sitting out there waiting for you. If you don't have one that's waiting for you, come along with mine. We definitely put you down. We always got room for you to do your thing and do our thing, and we do our thing collective. That's the collective energy. Let alone the collectiveness, the council collective that's within the universe that we live in. But definitely community and support, group practice, engage in group activities that promote heart-brain coherence and alchemy transformation. And we talk about this with meditations and workshops. And, if you actually think about it and you need some professional help, then get it. Get that professional help that you actually need. Consider consulting with professionals who specialize in, integrative and holistic health to provide guidance tailored to your specific need. They have integration practices that can actually help you with this. Like I said in before, Reiki, Tai Chi, Qigong, those different elements, martial arts, various things along that line that are going to actually help you move the energy that you actually have within your body for this conducive wellness. Just health and wellness. It's the being. I'm not talking about, listen, I do bodybuilding, so I can't not talk about it. I do. But there was a radical transformation that happened on the energetic level in the body for me on a quantum level. So it went down past the fascia and the structures of the body and went into the energetic field within the body. So when you start thinking about things on that line, that's where the real party's at. So listen, check this out. The stuff that I was just speaking to you about is a holistic approach and optimizing the quantum body. And it encourages a deep integration of physical health practices, mental conditioning. Okay, very important to understand that this mental conditioning and spiritual growth, acknowledging the profound interconnectedness of these aspects in achieving overall wellness and transformation. Transformation, wellness, longevity, vitality, all of that stuff is already embedded and coded in your system. It's up to you to activate it. And it's up to you to desire to have it. Doesn't make sense for you to sit there and be upset about stuff that you have complete control over. Never mind he, she, them, those, and others, what they say, what they think, and all the rest of that craziness. Never mind family, friends, enemies, and foes. What do you need? And who are you willing to become in order to accomplish the thing it is that you truly desire? Okay, that's really key. Now, I stuck to my point. I said each and every single one of those different things. Listen to it again. All right. If there was a question that you actually had about something, just listen to this again. Take the time and really allow yourself to optimize your body for longevity, vitality, and living the life it is that you truly desire to live. I'm not saying that you have to go around here and be a bodybuilder. I'm not saying anything along those lines. I'm just asking you to be the best true version of who it is, your authentic self. And if you're your true authentic self and somebody else is their true authentic self, then we can help this whole universe become a better place for everyone. Why? Because it's possible. How is it possible? It starts with you, it starts with me, and we go one by one until everybody starts to see. Okay? So with that being said, thank you for showing up today. All right. I appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me. Hopefully that wasn't too long. I don't think this is more than about 15 minutes. But you'll know time isn't relative to me in this quantum theory of relativity that I call this world. With that being said, like, post a comment, subscribe. In the meantime, between time, this brother's taking 2 steps to the rear and he's getting up out of here. Peace, blessings, prosperity, and abundance. Namaste. You enjoy the rest of your day. One love. I am out. Peace.